Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. I'm from jennycarddesigns. Thanks so much for joining me today. My YouTube channel contains content that is intended to share paper crafting tutorials and inspiration with all of you. I hope that you enjoy. So today I have a cute little mini project to share with you using one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. We're going to start off by popping this cardstock in our trimmer, and I'm going to cut it down into 4 panels. So I'm going to cut it in half across the 11-inch side. I'll cut it in half at 5.5 inches, and then I'll take that piece and across the 8.5-inch side, I'll cut it down to 4.25. This is going to give me 4 panels that measure 4.25 by 5.5. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this into my scoreboard, and across the 5.5-inch side, I'm going to score it at 2 3/4. And I'm going to do the same thing to all 4 pieces of cardstock. This is going to give us a little mini card that measures 2 3/4 by 4.25. It's just a tiny little card to pop in some flowers for Mother's Day or a little note to say thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and crease the score marks on all 4 of my cards, and then I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of cardstock for the front for stamping. I have quarter sheets of cardstock already cut down in my drawer, so I'm going to grab 2 of those and I'm going to trim them so they'll fit on the front of my cards. So I'm going to make my first cut at 2 1/4 inches, and then I'm going to rotate and cut at 3 3/4 inches so that we have a nice purple border all the way around the front of this card. So I'm going to get 4 panels out of these 2 pieces of cardstock. You could cut an extra set of 4 to put on the inside of the card if you like. I didn't in today's samples, but you could definitely do that. So I'm going to be using this stamp set from jennycarddesigns called Spring Greetings. This is a beautiful 2-step tulip where you can stamp the leaves and the tulips using different colors. So I'm going to pull in my mini Misty. I'm going to add a little bit of tape onto my Misty mouse pad and pop in my panel, and I'm just using the grid lines on my mouse pad so I can line up where I want my cardstock to go. So I'll ink up the tulip stems. I'm using Hero Arts Mint Julep ink, and I do stamp that a couple of times, but I only show you once because there's a little bit of a glare from my ring light, and I just kind of want to show you the process but not, burn your eyes by having to look at the glare on my halo light. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the stems on all 4 of my little cards, and then I'm going to line up the tulip toppers, and I'm going to pull in some Hero Arts Passion Flower ink, and this is a beautiful purple lavender color. It's one of my favorite colors. So I'm making sure that I've got that piece of cardstock lined up on the 2-inch grid line on my mouse pad. I'll ink up my image, close the door of the Misty, and press, and then I'll take the next piece and pop it into the exact same location and continue until all 4 of my panels are stamped. I like mass producing simple cards like this. It helps us kind of build up our stash and then get creative in our crafty space. Okay, let's move into the sentiment now. I've got the jennycarddesigns So Many Sentiments stamp set, and I'm just going to grab the little thank you from that stamp set. And I'm going to pop this back into my Misty and load up the word thank you onto the door, ink up with jennycarddesigns black onyx ink, and then I'll stamp all 4 of my cards with the word thank you. So pretty. I love the way this looks, just simple and elegant, and it gets my message across. All right, so I've gone ahead and stamped all of my panels, and now we're ready to put my cards together. So I'm just going to grab some adhesive and adhere those panels down in the center of my little purple card bases. And then the last thing I want to do is add some gems. These are some purple gems from Pretty Pink Posh, and they have a nice sparkle to them. So I'm just going to add the tiniest little gem to either side of that word thank you, just to catch a little bit of the light. And I'll show you a close-up of what that looks like. And that's it. Our project is complete. Here is a close-up look at our finished card project. I really enjoyed making this cute little note card set, and it only took 1 sheet of colored cardstock and a half a sheet of white cardstock. So that's really cute and fun and a great way to stretch your supplies and get more for your money. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it here with me. I appreciate the support as always. Coming up on screen are a couple of videos I think you may enjoy. Have yourself a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!